We all have the ability to make a difference and be present to those in need. Every year during Lent, this wonderful family we call De La Salle, through the Spartan Charity Challenge, calls on its boundless generosity to help, to hold up our LaSallian sisters and brothers who count on us for help. And we have responded amazingly well. Since 1998, when this charity drive began, we have donated over $237,000 to many worthy causes. This year's charity challenge will be different than in past years. Instead of distributing change boxes in each of the classrooms, a GoFundMe page will be set up and shared with students to donate to. Our goal remains the same, to raise one more dollar than the previous year. Last year's COVID-shortened charity challenge raised $4,179, so this year's goal is $4,180. The beneficiaries of this year's challenge are our twin school, Nativity Village School in Eritrea, East Africa, the Christian Brothers Orphanages in India and Sri Lanka, where Mr. Zorad, Mr. Hassett, Mr. Curry, and many other DLS teachers have spent a month in the summer long living and working with the brothers and children they serve. And finally, the De La Salle Brotherhood Fund, which helps to assure that everyone at De La Salle has the opportunity to participate in the awesome programs and opportunities like our retreats, Venever, sports teams, field trips, and many other activities that make our brotherhood so deep. And finally, Generation Alive, who help us create thousands of meals for the Monument Crisis Center through the SIP Sophomore Immersion Program. Here's a video about Generation Alive.
Hey, De La Salle, this is Darren Duty. I'm the program director with Generation Alive. As many of you know, Generation Alive empowers youth to compassionately engage the needs of their community through action and service. We simply want to show young people the value of serving others, and I love you guys. Love every year I've been able to be there. We have several programs at Generation Alive, some centered around homelessness, some around food insecurity, some around human trafficking, and some just help students identify needs, and then we want to show them how to address those needs. We do it because we believe that Jesus Christ lived a life that loved others as himself. He was the epitome of that. In fact, he said, when I was hungry, you gave me something to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I was in prison, you visited me. When I was sick, you helped me. The whole point is Jesus has called us to love our neighbor as ourselves, and we believe there is tremendous power in that. Our founder, as you guys know, is a guy named Jeremy Affeldt. He learned that incredible lesson as a Major League Baseball player, that when we get outside of ourselves, not only does it help those around us, it helps us as well. And he began to use his career as a Major League Baseball player to help others instead of just advance his own stats. And so he started Generation Alive back in 2006 with this idea that we could empower a generation to love their community through action, not just feelings. I remember the first time I pulled up at De La Salle, I was so impressed because not only was it just a beautiful campus, but there were all these students in the parking lot lifting weights. Like, what is going on? See, in Spokane, that doesn't happen. You don't drive up to the school and see a bunch of students in the parking lot lifting weights. One of the impressions that left on me is how hard you guys work to achieve a goal. And obviously, I heard about you guys before I ever met you, because you're nationally known for your athletics and just for being a fantastic school. And so when we showed up that first day, I was impressed with the baseball team that came out, and they came and helped us. But what impressed me the most was just how hard they worked, this attitude they had, and just want to thank you guys for the many years of serving. So this Something to Eat program that you guys have been involved in addresses food insecurity, which many of you know is not knowing where you're going to get your next meal. There are 96,000 people in your community alone that struggle with food insecurity. The Monument Crisis Center is a food bank that helps people in your community, and you guys support them. And so over the years, with partnering with us, you guys have literally given them over 50,000 meals that are nutritious and that help those in the community that are struggling with hunger. Jesus said, I am hungry, and you gave me something to eat. So that's what you guys are doing.
The pandemic has created new problems for all these organizations, so our generosity will be a huge help for those in need. The challenge begins today, Ash Wednesday, and runs through March 29th, which is Monday of Holy Week. In the past, we have raised as much as $22,000 and regularly raised as much as $10,000. So we should easily meet and exceed our goal, knowing that the pandemic won't cut us short this year. The class that raises the largest amount of money for the challenge will have modified dress for the rest of the school year. God bless you, and thank you for your generosity.